Manresa Castle was built in 1892 by Charles and Kate Eisenbeis in Port Townsend, Washington. He and Kate went on to have 4 children and lived in the estate together until Charles actually passed away in 1902 from a chronic kidney disease. And then a few years later in 1905, Kate actually remarried and just like moved out of the castle. This left the castle to basically just being taken care of by a caretaker for 20 years until a Seattle lawyer actually bought the building in 1925. And I guess the idea that this lawyer had was to turn the building into like a vacation spot for local nuns in the area. This didn't actually work out so well, and the building was sold again in 1927 to the Society of Jesus, where they were bringing in students who were studying to become Jesuit priests. The Jesuit priests did make some big upgrades and renovations to the castle, including this Otis elevator, which is still technically operating to this day. And they also added a large chapel area in the south wing of the building. They successfully ran the Jesuit College until 1968, when the building started to go under a long renovation and restoration process to make it the hotel it is today. So of course, you know, this is a building dating back over 100 years, so it didn't take very long for there to be rumors of various hauntings to start popping up. There are a lot of different possibilities of who could be haunting Manresa Castle, and I'm just gonna briefly go over some of these stories and theories that have come in over the years. The first spirit people think that is haunting Manresa Castle still to this day is Charles Eisenbeis himself. He only actually got to live in this beautiful castle that he built for 10 years before he ended up passing away. Some people think that he's the entity that is haunting the chapel, which is now being used as a special event and banquet hall area for the hotel. However, some others believe that the entity may actually be a man who goes by Father Murphy. Father Murphy was an instructor at the Jesuit College, but he allegedly passed away from drowning in the Puget Sound in 1943. Weirdly enough, his body was never recovered, but his clothes were found folded neatly along the shore, and it seemed like maybe he went for a quick swim and then something happened to him. The reason people think that it may be Father Murphy haunting this old chapel area is because he may be upset that it's being used in the way that it is and it isn't a chapel any longer. Now, the entire 3rd floor of Manresa Castle is said to be haunted, but the most notable rooms on the 3rd floor are rooms 306 and 302. First story surrounding room 306 is that it's haunted by a woman named Kate. Not to be confused with Kate Eisenbeis. This is allegedly a different Kate who goes by English Kate. She stayed at the castle in 1921, and it's speculated that she may have been a relative of sorts to the caretaker that took care of the castle after Kate Eisenbeis moved away. It's said that English Kate was waiting for her beloved to return from the sea, but eventually she received word that his ship had sank and everybody on board had passed away. After hearing this, it's said that in her distress, she actually decided to jump out of the window of room 306. However, when an investigator named Jeff Dwyer stayed in this room, he said that he got a bit of a different story from English Kate. She allegedly told him that she got tired of waiting for her fiance to return from the sea, and she fell pregnant with another man's child. She did mourn the news of the ship sinking and assumed that her fiance had passed away, but later on she received news that he was actually rescued by a boat passing by. She still claimed to have jumped from the window in room 306, but her reasonings were more related to the guilt and shame of her actions rather than grief. Either way the story goes, one thing remains consistent, and that is that English Kate had jumped from the window in room 306. There is another theory of who could be haunting room 306, and some people believe that this might be the spirit of Charles Eisenbeich's granddaughter named Lotta. Lotta sadly passed away at the very young age of 13 from a heart infection, but some people believe maybe she has such happy memories related to the castle, like visiting her grandparents, and if Charles Eisenbeich's spirit is still there, the idea is maybe she wants to remain with him. Some of the activity reported in this room is seeing the apparition of a woman staring longingly out the window, belongings of guests being mysteriously moved about the room, a female voice singing in the bathroom, and even the covers being pulled off of guests while they are sleeping in the bed. Now, room 302 has a completely different story. Room 302 is placed directly beneath an area under the attic where a Jesuit priest is said to have hung himself in the rafters above. The story goes that this Jesuit priest was having unsupervised visits with a nun, and they were caught, and obviously he likely got severely punished for this. Now, there are several theories regarding the relationship between this priest and this nun. Did he actually fall in love with her and have unsavory relationships with the nun? Or were they perhaps just friends and everyone was jumping to drastic conclusions with no real evidence to back it up? Either way, the young man ended up having a lapse of faith, and he ended up committing one of the most cardinal sins of his religion. Now, there is no official record of this death as far as we know, but it's important to note that something like this would have likely been covered up and kept very quiet, as it would paint a really bad light on the Jesuit college. The ghostly activities reported in room 302 are a loud thunking or footsteps being heard from above the room in the attic. Some folks have sensed the energy of a presence in the middle of the attic or even in the middle of room 302, and EVPs have actually been caught of a man's voice. So after reading all this, of course, I decided that I needed to spend the night here. And I ended up choosing room 302 to see if it was truly haunted by this Jesuit priest. Once we got settled into the room, we decided to set up our investigation spot at the table, which is supposed to be directly beneath where this Jesuit priest is said to have hung himself, right above. And we got some things happening really quickly. I'm going to play several different clips here, and then I'll talk about them after, but there was a lot of activity pretty much right away.
Well, if there are any spirits present, my name's Curie.
My name's Amber.
My name's Laurel.
And we just are here to talk to you and try to find out more about you and see if we can get any evidence of you being here. We do have several cameras and a lot of equipment in the room that you can interact with. You can show yourself, you can talk to us. So I'm going to turn this ball back on.
My head is hot now, so I think I might take this off.
And we have wine
We
as
don't
an
mean to
offering.
be disrespectful. We come
What was that?
with the utmost respect. We just want to talk and
Did I? Am I the only one that heard that?
I did hear it.
It sounded like it was up.
Did it?
Yeah. In the attic. Like I heard a funk in the attic. Am I fucking crazy?
I couldn't tell where it was coming from. That was when I was taking my hat off, so.
That's where I heard it, like in the attic.
When I was in the bathroom earlier, I heard some knocking in the attic.
Oh,
Just
shit.
for a few seconds.
Yeah, and I swear I just heard a thunk, and it definitely sounded like it was coming from up there.
Dark entity here. Who's speaking?
Who's speaking? Oh, we already introduced ourselves. Who's speaking to us?
Is there somebody new here now that just came in? Maybe?
Did you hang yourself in the attic? What would a monk get mad at if I said to them?
It says he's dangerous.
Edgar's dangerous, or who is dangerous? You keep saying stuff like a dark entity. Who is the dark entity in this room? Is it the monk?
I'll also say good and bad or whatever here.
But I'm not convinced that it's like a bug. I'm trying to figure out what it is.
It's got like a EMF 2 over here. 3, 4, 3. I think something's behind us.
As soon as you start talking, it's what comes off.
I think something has been hanging out behind us. Is that you behind us? I'm just saying, I got like a 4 EMF
It
over
sounds
here.
like if like a fly was trapped. You know? Yeah. But there's no. I didn't see one.
What the fuck? Why are you behind us?
Here.
4 lights.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask if he.
Oh, yeah.
Can you knock? Like,
Oh. Yeah, dude, I've been feeling like something's behind us this whole time. I saw like a light up by the ceiling.
you did?
Yeah, I saw like an orb up by the ceiling just now.
Where?
It was like up above that, the window. I saw fucking like, I literally saw an orb with my eyes.
The rack? My rack?
The rack?
Oh
What other rack is there?
Are
I
you
don't
talking
know.
about the rake? The cryptid?
Well, I don't know. He could be offended that my rack is showing. My boobs are being boobling. They're just out and about, you know. So.
I don't think monks know much about boobs boobling, but...
Well,
It was a
you know,
different time.
maybe that he's like shocked. Then
I
She's
feel
just-
like the
she's
rack
just a
is like a
prostitute.
very not proper way to refer to
That's
somebody's
true.
boobs. That's like the most degenerate
He's just
way
like-
to be like, hey,
like,
nice
yeah, I'm
rack.
standing behind you because I'm staring at the rack.
You got the Ghost 2 app on? Probably can't even fucking see because this infrared. Okay.
I just got really overwhelmed.
Those your lips. This is Amber's lips. You're the one with red lipstick on.
Hers is darker.
Yeah.
I can see if it probably isn't going to show up here because of the infrared, but it's like a picture of
Like a
Lips.
mouth. So it's
Yeah,
like lips
mouth.
with the teeth.
with a red lipstick on, like bright red.
And I mean, I am wearing red lipstick. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Okay. Why are we getting a picture of Amber's lips exactly? See my shadow.
Mm-hmm. That's like right after the lips came up.
And I'm telling you, I feel like something's like been chilling like behind us this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why, that's just what I feel. That something's over there behind us. Like, when we were meditating, I didn't want to say anything necessarily, but I felt something walking around the table, like in a circle.
Really?
Yep. Like, I could visualize it in my mind, there was a person walking around the table around us.
What did they look like?
It was more like shadowy, like shadow figure, like walking
Wow.
around us.
Nasty.
Can you show us that you're here?
Can you make some piece of equipment go off? You've already done it, so anything. There's so much stuff around for you to mess with. Also not getting a lot of pictures. Not like Thornwood where like I was getting a shit ton of pictures. I just got your lips. Like, I don't know, for whatever reason, I immediately was like, those are Amber's lips.
And nasty. You think I'm nasty? Is that what they're trying to say?
A nasty girl.
My rack and
I
my
think
lips.
they're upset because we got queer women here,
They don't.
and he's a fucking religious monk. I don't know.
How does he know that? We didn't tell him.
We look fucking weird, probably. I feel like back in the olden days, they just
Door.
take one look at you, and they're like, oh, they're fucking gay.
We definitely look like prostitutes to someone from the 1800s.
That's true.
That's true.
We
Like,
probably do look like prostitutes.
Frank. Who?
He died? I heard he died.
I did.
Noise? Nasty. It fucking said nasty. Who's nasty? You're being nasty. You?
Right. Why are we nasty?
I heard ew.
Are you upset with my dress? Did you say Frank?
Frank.
Straight to jail.
Well, block me.
We're not prostitutes.
You make it look.
Yeah, you made me look. What if he's... Oh my god, no. I'm sorry. This is getting weird.
I didn't make you do anything. Mr. Mans, I can't even see you.
Are you the one that's been circling around this table?
What's your name?
You have to be really clear. What's your name?
The fuck was that? Planchette.
We don't have a fucking Ouija board.
We should.
They're literally asking for a Ouija board, and we didn't fucking bring one.
I know I've never gotten that.
Never.
Do you want us to communicate through a Ouija board? What the fuck?
Shut up. It said shut up. Am I the only one that
Your
heard
hair?
that? Whose hair? Stop what? What the fuck? Did you hear that?
Fighting. You know?
Are you mad that we're here? Yes. Why are you mad? Okay.
We don't mean any disrespect.
A lot happened in those clips, most of which we got the thumping sound on camera, with two of us saying that we heard it, and there was a lot of other just weird things, like the EMF going off behind us quite a bit. There was some weird conversations happening through our Necrophonic app that felt intelligent or would say things that felt actually relevant to what was going on. The whole thing where it was saying that we're nasty, happening on 2 separate devices was also really wild to me. And it just, there was a lot coming through on Spirit Talker. And we, at this point, we felt like we got a lot of evidence already in the room, so we decided to move to the stairwell right outside of our room that leads up to the attic. So when we checked in, we did ask the front desk lady if we could go in the attic. She told us that there had been some sort of like water heater accident, and the attic flooring and such needs repairs, so she wasn't able to let us in, but she did give us permission to just sit on the stairs and see if we would get any evidence there.
Oh, like this stairwell?
I'm assuming because it's the
Fucking bug.
only thing up to the next floor.
Can we like go up?
She said we can go in the stairwell. I wonder if that light turns, like if that switch turns the light on.
What the hell is going on with that EMF? Holy shit. Is that just going off the whole time? Dude, what? And now it's not. My headphones.
Okay.
And try the Necrophonic and see if we get any voices. What the fuck?
Dude, it's red. It's red. It's red. Oh. Is that you making this go red?
Honestly, we were on the stairs for a while I was using Necrophonic in my headphones, but there wasn't really any intelligent responses that came through. The only weird thing we got was a lot of really high EMF readings all up and down the stairs along the wall. And we're not sure, obviously we can't go in the attic, so unsure if there's maybe something in there that would be setting it off, but it was kind of going wild for a while. At this point, we decided to go investigate what would have been the old chapel, because this is in a community area that we were also told we were allowed to do investigating in. So I'll let you guys see what happened there.
Okay, so Curie can hear way better than myself.
Help me. The waiter.
The waiter.
He's coming.
Who's coming? Who are we talking to?
In the lobby.
Empire. You're in the lobby? Okay, well, we invite you to come hang out here with us if you would like to. Or
Attack.
no. Did somebody attack you?
You against me.
No. Who are you?
Trapped.
You're trapped. What's your name? Maybe we can help you.
I don't know how I got here.
That sucks. What's the last thing you remember?
I'm in here.
How long have you been here?
It's complicated.
Okay. How old are you?
She needs company.
Who's she? There's a.
I'm not evil.
Oh, that's good. If this is the little.
I'm here.
Okay. What's your name? Outside.
Investigators.
We are investigators. And we just really want to talk to you and hear your story, or maybe it's not even.
Do you think it's haunted here?
Yeah. Do you think it's haunted here? Yep. See? Cool, cool, cool. Are you
There are 13 of us.
Wow. That's a lot. Which one is touching the ball?
What do you mean?
That ball that was lining up on the table in front of me? I'm just asking which person or spirit was touching the ball, because I'm curious who we're talking to. There was a random grave of a little girl. Well, not the grave, but a little girl was found in the grave with a man and a woman.
I asked you first.
You didn't ask me anything. But is that who we're talking to? Is that little girl that nobody supposedly knows? That must be lonely to not be known.
Pretty interesting.
What's,
I can be.
You can be interesting? That's cool.
Are you seeing it?
I mean, I was seeing the ball go off, but I don't know if that's what you're talking about. What's your favorite color?
They're fake investigators.
Cool.
They're faking it.
How can we be faking it?
I'll do damage.
Okay. What kind of damage do you do?
Yes.
Okay, what kind of damage?
Stay away.
Okay. Well, I can't see you, so if I don't know where you're at, I can't really just stay away from you.
Will you cry
I mean, sometimes I cry.
if I show up?
I don't know. Probably not.
I don't think so.
Do you want us to cry if you showed up?
I'm here right now.
Cool. Can you tell me your name? I feel like it's impolite to not know your name, and I'm just speaking into the void.
Please drop the act.
What act?
I'm calling her bad.
Uh-huh.
Calling who bad?
She's not cool.
Who?
Says it hurts.
It hurts. What hurts? Your hand? Dominant. Okay.
That's him.
What's he doing?
To your side.
To the right of me or to the left?
On the left.
Like in between me and
He's right
Curie?
there.
What's his name? Who is he?
He's standing there.
Is he good?
He has his back to you.
Is he the monk?
Track him down.
And then do what? That's weird. If I track him down, what's the purpose?
Forever now.
Are you stuck here for forever?
We have the camera.
You do? That's cool. What kind of camera do you have? Sorry. Holly.
I've got it.
Sweet. What are you going to do with the camera?
I bought it.
I bought it. I bought that camera. You didn't buy my camera.
Why are you videoing?
Because we want to prove that you're here. Some people don't believe that there are spirits, but we do. So we want to video it in case we get anything, and we can show people that you really exist, that you're here.
No.
No? Do you not like to be recorded?
I'm not.
You're not really here?
I don't know what happened.
Okay. Well, me neither.
They actually found me.
Oh, yep. Who are you?
My body.
Where was your body found? If you're still here talking with us, can you set that ball off? Or light up the EMF? It's me, I'm here. Okay. Can you knock on something? You do something physical that
I'm back.
Sweet. Where'd you go?
Can you show us you're here?
I don't know. It's just random.
Yeah.
This was a really solid Estes method, in my opinion. There were some intelligent responses and just like weird things being said and happening. We got some information that there was 13 spirits in this place, which makes a lot of sense based on the history, how old this building is. I'm sure there are spirits that we don't even know about that could still reside there. And yeah, it was really interesting for us. After this, we decided to call it a night and stop the investigation for the rest of the night. I think it was around like 1 a.m. I will say that throughout the night, I did wake up and hear thunking in the attic. Like, it was loud enough that it genuinely woke me up. But I don't have any recorded footage of this, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. But there was a lot of thunking and weird noises going on. So for day 2, during most of the day, we were out just exploring Port Townsend and enjoying our time there. There was some really cool places we went to, like this death positive shop. There's a lot of just like really cute things. They have vintage malls, a lot of antique stores. So it was really fun to go and explore. And I definitely recommend, especially if you're into antiquing at all, there is so much there. It was really awesome to see. Before we were gonna lose daylight, we did decide that we wanted to visit the cemetery where Charles Eisenbeiss and his family are buried, kind of in like a big tomb. So part of the reason we wanted to do this is because we had researched and found that there was a casket that was found when somebody fell in. They actually fell through like the concrete into this tomb and found a small casket inside that nobody in the family, like the Eisenbeiss family, there's no record of this person. These bones that were found in a very small casket, it looked exactly like the other caskets in there, and they found out that it was the bones of a little girl, but nobody knows who she is. We just wanted to see if we could get any information at all.
I'm sorry, we're like really excited about the deer family. Look at them.
Look at that fat one.
They're so many. Hi. The steer is like, bitch, what do you want? Right, we're here at Charles Eisenbeiss, his grave, and others in the family. And I'm gonna try to do a little EVP session and see if we get anything.
And we'd love to communicate, and I realize we didn't introduce ourselves, and that's a little bit rude. For us to just come here and assume you talk to us without knowing who we are. So I'm Amber. That's Lauren. That's Curie. And we don't mean any disrespect. We're just here to see you, and if you have anything you'd like to say or share, we'd love to communicate.
We're staying at Manresa Castle, which used to be your home. And we wanted to see if we could maybe get some more information on who might still be at the castle and who we might be interacting with while we're there. So, if you can give us a name of who might still be there, or who is here currently talking to us. We have some equipment that can help us know that you're here.
I mean, they said we're here to help.
What?
They said we're here to help after thank you for your respect. So you were asking about if they knew who the girl was.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, if we could get her name, like even if they just say like a girl's name. Yeah.
I mean, was that one of your children?
Right, like who was she?
Oh my god, it just said they found my body.
Your what?
It said they found my body.
Wait,
and
let me-
we're talking about the kid's remains who was found in here,
Yeah, what?
and nobody.
Okay. Is this the girl who was buried here that's trying to speak to us? Was.
She scares people.
Why? Is she the one that's at the castle? Like, why is she scaring people?
She's fucking pissed.
I mean, I would be mad too, honestly.
I know.
Like,
Seriously. Edith, which, I mean, is definitely a name
that she
that is
could
older.
have.
So we got the name Edith on our spirit talker device while we were at this cemetery and near this grave. And we decided to move forward with that name and see if we would get anything when we were back at Manresa Castle. Once we were back in our room in the hotel, we decided to play this card game that Lauren brought, and it was called Medium, and it's essentially like you draw these cards and they have just words on them, and you play one that has one word and the other person plays one that has another word, and you're supposed to find like the medium between the two cards and like try to see if you can think what is the other person gonna say and have a match, and that's how you get points. And there was a lot going on at this point, so I'm just gonna let you take a look for yourself.
Now,
Your
okay,
turn.
Ghost. I think they want a turn. Oh, boop. Somebody is definitely over here.
Who wants to play with us?
Is it Edith? Is the little girl in here Edith? Is your name actually Edith? I'm getting intelligent responses here. Can you use the pyramid, Edith? No fucking way. I just got chills.
Thank you. That was amazing.
That was awesome.
We're just really happy because, like, nobody ever uses that.
And that really helps because that was a yes that that's her name.
Yeah.
That's what I asked. Is that her name?
I have chills.
It's
That's
Edith?
Yeah, it's Edith.
I have chills.
It's funny because you're like, it's my dog.
I know her dog's name is Edith. Not to say that you're a dog. That's weird.
Okay.
No, but that's kind of cute. I would be
know,
like,
it's-
if
we
somebody
like-
was like, my dog's name is Curie, I'm like, are they cute?
I know, dogs are cute. Do you like dogs?
Do you like cats?
Do you like people?
Have you ever had a pet? You can answer yes or no on the pyramid, on that little
Yeah.
triangle device.
Like you did before. If you do green, that means yes, and then red, that means no.
Are you having a good night?
We're having a good night, I think.
Yeah, maybe it's just
All right.
that probably took a lot of energy. And
So it's like all of these. That was me. Hi. Do you want to turn too? You want to play cards with us? I can pick something at random. I could do that. You want to play cards with us? I don't know about you over there.
okay, so then I put it down, and then what?
And then we try to figure out the medium. Wait, I think Edith wants to play though. Can we draw
Can you give some cards?
6 cards?
Do you want to play Edith?
Yep. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, if you can come to me, or you know what, I could go over there if I need to. And I'm just gonna intuitively like pick one. Like if you can kind of like put your energy into me, and so I can help you like pick a card. And you and Edith are gonna, I'm sorry, I'm gonna set things off. All right. All right, Edith, you gotta intuitively tell me which card that you want. Chef.
Chef.
She picked chef. She's like, that is the one I wanted.
I'm hurrying.
Ah!
How about castle?
Oh.
She liked it already.
You know, I had a thought already of what this would be, and
Okay.
it actually does like match up with. All right, so if that goes off when you say the word you think it is or like what you think it is, then she's agreeing with you. I think that's fair, right?
Okay.
So you have to count down
Yeah.
when you're ready.
This is
I
interesting
think
playing a game
she's
of the
ready.
ghost.
She's like,
She's waiting because she's gonna set that off if she agrees.
yeah.
Yep.
She's like, yes, I'm ready.
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, cook.
She doesn't
No.
agree.
You still with us, Edith?
Holy fuck! Sorry,
Are you trying to scare us?
that just started.
It scared me
It
too.
was like at the same time. I haven't had that go off like that.
I think
like, at
she
the
was
same time.
trying to scare us.
Thank you for playing with us. I'm glad I won.
She's like, don't laugh. Why did that sound like it came from above us?
It did.
I wonder if someone's up the stairs. Is someone up the stairs?
No.
No. It wasn't from above us, or
I don't think someone was up the stairs. I think that was literally like above us.
I just want to like fully debunk this, because I remember last night we thought that this was setting that off. I don't think it is, because this is like metal, and I was like, oh, I don't know.
Could the pyramid be?
Well, it was off first. I like turned it on after, but it could be.
Move this a little bit.
Well, then, Siri, yeah. Take that. Nope, still going off.
That REM pod was going off so much. So much. Way more than night one. So it was really fascinating to see that. And we had another REM pod. It's actually off shot. I do have video of it, but it's not really like good. But there is a REM pod sitting on the bed in the room that's like way across the room. And that one was going off. Everything was just going off. And I've never played a card game with a ghost before, but it was actually really fun. And we were getting a lot of responses and intelligent things happening with this spirit that we decided her name is Edith, and she didn't say otherwise, and in fact gave us like clarification that that is her name. So I'm not sure if Edith is the little girl that was found at the grave of Charles Eisenbeis, or if this is maybe a different spirit altogether. But either way, we got confirmation that we were speaking with an Edith. At this point, we switch over to Necrophonic, and we got a lot of stuff here too, honestly.
I'm turning on this app that you can talk to us.
You saw me? Cold?
Cold, yeah.
An answer.
Can you say Edith in this phone, in this device? Did it literally just say Edith?
It did. That's what it sounded like. It did.
Listen to? Listen. I keep hearing listen. I mean, we're listening. Morty? Did that sound like Morty?
It was either Morty or Pretty, so...
I thought it said, like, Morty just went off and then it said Morty.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Door? I heard door.
It's loud.
You see? Me? I don't see you.
What's
I heard
the
be
color
careful.
of your hair?
What's the color of your hair?
Is it brown like Morty?
No.
No.
Is your hair
What the fuck? What did that say? Does not like?
It does not like. Yeah, it kind of sounded like that. I couldn't really like make like in the second I was like my brain was trying to like figure out what it said, but that does sound like what I was hearing. It does not like.
so it's not like Morty's hair?
Yeah.
Is it blonde?
I heard amber. It went amber.
She's out loud.
Did you say my name?
I don't want.
You do not have hair. I thought I heard your name.
I did too. I heard Curie.
I didn't hear it.
What's interesting is when I listen to these back too, sometimes I hear it and sometimes I'm like, no, it wasn't that. So it's like really interesting because what we hear in the moment, I might hear something different on the camera, but I heard Curie. And I've never heard any of them say my name. Well, we're not running, sorry.
Is there more than one spirit in here with us? 4? Monk.
I heard monk very clearly. I think she's saying the monk is also here.
Are you still here with us?
I heard 2 again. Morty's
I heard
going.
Curie.
Morty again. It just said Morty
Oh, I
again.
thought I said monk.
Roll, really? I heard Morty.
I heard Morty right when Morty went off.
That's Morty, the cow.
Ah, sorry. Isn't he
Sit?
cute?
We are sitting.
Bud.
Maybe you want to sit? You can take a seat if you want.
Yeah, there's there's one open chair. Sorry. There's a game on that one. Sorry.
Okay, that one's going off
Welcome
again.
Back to this table.
To the table. Welcome back to our table. Sit. Yeah, you can sit.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
4. I'm hearing 4.
Well, if he was sitting with us, that would be 4.
4 at the table. I could have swore I heard upstairs. I just heard demon.
No, I know, but no.
You heard that
I
too?
did.
Who's a demon? Us?
Us.
Both of you are demons?
No. They yelled no.
I heard it's true.
That was a weird whisper. Wait. What's true?
Why do you think you're a demon? Why do you think you're a demon?
Are you malevolent? Are you evil?
Was there something evil that caused you to kill yourself? Dead?
Yeah, I heard dead.
Dark spirit?
Run. I heard Edith.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Do you think Edith is evil?
Is the monk evil? Come get her?
I have a weird feeling in my throat right now.
Yeah, I'm like, you look weird.
That
sounds weird.
No, like I feel weird, like in my throat.
You kind of look like
You look
flushed.
Well, yeah, because it feels like weird in my throat.
Is somebody affecting Curie? Yes. No.
I heard no and then yes, like 2 different yes, somebody is affecting me. I mean, the feeling in my throat's going away, but like for like a solid like minute, it like felt like burning like on my neck, and then my throat started to hurt. And my throat still kind of hurts a little bit.
Like a sore throat, or
Yeah.
are you trying to make Curie feel what you felt when you hung yourself? The fuck was that?
It hurt time.
Yeah, we are staying overnight, and then we will leave tomorrow
Before 11.
because we have to
Before
check out.
11, yeah.
But we are not staying here for forever, I promise.
Maybe.
I heard leave here.
Are we in danger?
Oh, ball's going off. Do you want to hurt us? You're dead again.
Ball went off again.
Are we safe here? You are?
I heard you are, yeah.
Are you just upset that we're in your space? Is Edith still here with us?
Yes.
Yes. Sorry. I'm really happy that you're here with us, Edith.
It's interesting that her name was Edith.
It is.
Yes. I heard hold the thing.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know what it said, but I heard something.
I heard hold the thing, but what thing?
I kind of think I heard hold faith.
Oh, it could be that too. Oh, is that you or the?
I think that was me. When I
Okay.
picked this up, it did that.
The Lord?
I mean, I do know the Lord's Prayer.
I don't know the Lord's Prayer.
You're gonna learn it one day. I'm gonna like say it enough that you'll just know it.
I won't, because I tune all religious things out. You're
Our
touching the
Father,
ball now.
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy
The kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory. Amen.
Did you like that prayer?
Stop.
Stop.
They said stop. I agree. Do you trust us more now that we said the Lord's Prayer? Yeah? Okay. At this point, I do have to give a bit of backstory. So when we were investigating on the stairs on night 1, we did run into another couple who were also ghost hunting at Manresa Castle. And they briefly told us that they were planning to bring a Ouija board to use on the stairs to the attic on the next night. So when we ran into them a second time, they told us to meet them there at a specific time. I think this was like 11 p.m., something like that. And so at this point, we left our room and we went to go see if the couple we had met was on the stairs, and they were. There was a lot going on. There was another family of people that were at this hotel in the hallways, also ghost hunting, but they had young children with them that were so young that they were like in diapers and awake at 11 p.m., which was weird. And they were running through the halls, and it was just a mess. But we did invite
the couple that we met to go back into our hotel room with us to use their Ouija board because we actually didn't bring one. And if you remember, there's an earlier clip where the spirit talker was saying like planchette, and we were like, oh, maybe they want us to use a Ouija board, but we couldn't find one. We were out all day in Port Townsend and couldn't find just like a cheap Ouija board. There was a couple in a shop that we went to that were just like really expensive, and we were just like, I don't want to lug this home, and you know, so we invite them to our room. Their names are Charlie and Sherman. Now, I did ask for permission to record our Ouija board session. However, and I do have the video footage of this Ouija board session, but for some reason my audio wasn't working. So the whole footage, there's no audio, just of this Ouija board session. Every other clip, everything else, I have audio for. But while I was doing this, I didn't have my backup camera going. I only had one camera running, so I don't have any audio of the Ouija board session. But I'm just going to talk through what happened and maybe show like the clip on the screen. I'm really sorry. I learned my lesson that always have two cameras running, two pieces of audio running at all times. But during the Ouija board session, we didn't get anything that crazy coming through. It was more like, you know, we had told this couple about our experience so far and things like that, but we were trying to communicate specifically with either the spirit that we knew as Edith or the monk. But for some reason, we had some spirit that kept like moving the planchette to N and then no. Whenever we would ask any question, it would be N, no, over and over again. There was only a couple times we got an answer like, what's your favorite color? I think we got pink. But we also got this weird name of a man, like a man's name that spelled out John, but it was spelled Jouhn. And so we were like, is John the monk that hung himself? We didn't really get a particular answer with this. So I would say the Ouija board session was inconclusive. I also want to talk briefly about a situation that did happen in this room, and this is just a PSA that if you see people ghost hunting or doing an investigation and they have a bunch of equipment and whatnot, to maybe not bother them and harass them. The other people who were outside in the hall with very small children, I guess the man came to our room and he was like banging on the door because we had invited this other couple in. So he's banging on our door. We're trying to do this Ouija board session, and I get up because I'm like, I'll just tell him to go away. So I answer the door and I tell him, like, you know, he asks if he can come inside. Like, he's very insistent on coming into our room, and I was like, I don't know you. Ironically, I didn't know the couple very well, but I feel like I have a really good grasp on who I can sort of trust and who I think is going to be respectful, which Charlie and Sherman absolutely were those people to us. And this man banging on my door, I just absolutely did not want him in my room or in my space. I got a really bad vibe off of him immediately. So he was banging on the door, answer it, tell him to go away, essentially. And he just keeps going on and is insistent to try to come in our room. And I just want to put it out there, you know, especially if you're a man and you see that there's a bunch of girls staying in a room, maybe don't bang on their door and insist on coming in their room. I mean, it really doesn't take that much. Just be respectful of people and be mindful and aware, and maybe don't get so angry when somebody says no. But everything ended up okay. I would say that was much scarier than any interaction with a ghost I've ever had at any haunted location. I wish I had the audio, but like I said, the audio of this was all gone for some reason. Very weird, which I still am unsure if this audio glitch is due to a spirit messing with my equipment, or if I just really, for some reason, didn't turn on a microphone, or the thing is I have several microphones. It's just weird. I'm sure you've all been waiting for a verdict on if I do believe that Manresa Castle is indeed haunted. It could be. I would have to go back and stay maybe in a different room. I would be interested to know if I would get any like equipment going off or anything happening in just a random room on the 3rd floor that isn't allegedly haunted. But we did get just a tremendous amount of activity. The thumping in the attic that is closed off. Nobody can go in there. And this was in the middle of the night. And I think that really sealed it for me. There's just so much information, so many different recorded investigations that it's really hard to deny that there is something in this building, for sure, 100%. Either way, it was a really cool experience for us, and I had a lot of fun here. I don't think anything here is necessarily evil or going to harm anybody, contrary to some other big investigators who have gone here and have claimed otherwise. But yeah, that kind of concludes this whole story of Manresa Castle for us. And I want to know, what do you guys think from all of this? Do you think that Manresa Castle is haunted? Or if you have stayed here, let me know in a comment below what your experiences were. Thanks so much for watching this video. It honestly means a lot to me. I put so much work into this. It is a several day long investigation, a lot of scrubbing of footage, a lot of editing, me recording this commentary. It is like hours and hours of work. So I really appreciate anybody who watches all of this, and if you can like this video and subscribe, I would really appreciate that. Anyway, I will see you in the next video, hopefully soon. Have a happy Halloween if you're watching this on Halloween when I'm uploading it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.